Somebody spying on somebody's spying on somebody, girl. We're already so shady. Somebody's spying on somebody. I feel as though it feels like somebody reporting back to somebody. If they're not reporting back to somebody, it's like somebody looking at somebody and going, I know the truth about this person. And like the person who they're spying on does not seem to be like nefarious. I don't know why they're spying on them, but it's just like, I see this person over here and now I know something. So we'll show, okay? We got the Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. They're like, there's this little, like, they're looking at them, girl. Like, what's happening over there? And then they know something, right? They know something about them. And I would say, like, with our little world card, this person's holding a globe in their hand. And then the Queen of Coins is holding a pentacle. The reason why this person might be being looked at, or like what somebody's trying to determine, is how does this person use their money? It's not really pocket watching. It like, the impression that I'm getting from this so far is that this person's not being watched for a nefarious purpose. It's they are being watched because someone's trying to determine if like they're nefarious or not. So it's like, what does this person do with money? What does this person do with power? Are they kind of more of a selfish person? Because the Queen of Coins in a negative aspect can be like very, very materialistic. Somebody only concerned with money, or only concerned with like possessions, or I don't know, because the Queen of Coins tends to be like more of like that mother figure. So I guess you could go like more like a narcissistic mother. But to be real with you, the narcissistic mom archetype tends to be more associated with the Queen of Swords to me. But you can have the same thing as a Queen of Pentacles. You know what? The Queen of Pentacles is more that Mother Gothel type, I think. Like that's kind of more, and that is a type of narcissistic mom. But it's like, it's slightly different than, like, I don't know, I'm getting into the weeds with that because I don't think that's what this person's being looked at that for. But like somebody's kind of looking to see like how this person behaves. So let's see why. The Magician, yeah, so this is sort of how this person operates. Like, are they manipulative, like with their money or with their power or with their privilege? How are they using this? Or is this somebody who gets things done, perhaps? But the Magician, you know, can be a bit of a criminal, depending. Oh, someone might, if like the Queen of Coins is a more magical person, if they are a public magical person, somebody might be watching to see how well they manifest. Oh no, Nine of Swords under our Two of Coins. Okay, they're saying, no, I'm right about the spying thing. Because I would say this could be like the Queen of Coins, like looking at like the state of things in the world and being like stressed out or be like bothered by it or kept up at night by it. It's not, we have two separate people here. Okay, so we have the person who is looking at this Queen of Coins has a concern. They have a concern about something, and at the moment, I do not know if they are reporting back. I have the intuitive reporting back to somebody else, but I don't see a third person yet. But like the two spying cards are like more minor. These are minor arcana. Well, they're not people. Like the Queen is a person, that's a court card. And these aren't major arcana. And so it's sort of like, that's kind of a minion type of thing. Like somebody who is looking at that Queen is kind of not on the same level as that Queen. And so it's sort of like, if they're reporting back to someone, I'm like, I don't see who that person is. All I'm seeing is minions, okay? The Lovers. Okay, so someone is being looked at, someone is being vibe checked to see perhaps how compatible they would be with another person, not necessarily for romance, but like it's sort of like, this is how we think that this person would like fit here. Like that could even be like with a company right? Like somebody could be potentially being headhunted for something and they're vibe checking all of these people. But I don't know why that there is stress on the board yet. So maybe that'll be apparent with our next row. 7 of Wands on this, is our final card on like this Queen of Coins. This person might do a lot of multitasking. Whoever the Queen of Coins is, they're like good at multitasking. They're good at kind of like defending their own position or defending their own peace. Like the Queen of Coins, if not negatively aspected, is in a very peaceful position. So what this entire row could be saying about this person is like, this is a peaceful situation that I have over here. What I'm very good at is protecting my peace. I am extremely good at keeping, like, everything over here is gate capped, okay? Like, for good reason. I'm not no, because I don't see a king with this person. I don't see, like, a match with this person. And so it's just sort of like the queen might be just sitting there like, look, I don't need any match, okay? I don't need any match. So everybody who's trying to come over here, be in a match, like gate capped, like no. And so that actually might be why there's stress right here. Somebody might be like looking at that queen, it's like, oh, and like I'm saying, that's kind of maybe any sort of match, because the Queen of Coins, while she can be a good romantic, or they can be a good romantic partner, or a parent, a mother, if you know you're going completely archetypal with that, a good mom, they're also very good at business. They're like good with their money. And so, and they're very like abundant and creative and like all of this stuff, like they're fertile in like all capacities. And so when someone is like that, they're not just, if they're smart, they're not going to be just doling that out everywhere, because it's irresponsible and also not a good use. Like if you're doing that, then you're not going to be able to cultivate like your own peace, okay? Like there's a way to go about sharing that with other people, but you do have to be discerning about it. And so whoever I'm talking about is potentially not someone, they're just like the Lovers is, that's like a closer type of relationship if it's not talking about, with this Ace of Swords, a decision-making process, a choice, like a final choice being made. But I mean, that all seems related to the story that I'm currently telling. Strength on this, so that's like a booster. There's a lot of stress. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what this person's seeing besides what I've already said that would have them that stressed out. So I do have this that question depending on what this last card is. The Lovers, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this person, whatever the information is that they're like reporting back to the other person, I would guess, or they're retaining it themselves, is it negative? But for some reason, there's a lot of stress, or at least a lot of thoughts, like powerful thoughts. And so this could be with this Knight of Cups on the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. This is someone who is trying, this person has information. They are stressed out about the information that they have, but they have to report it to somebody in a particular way so that that person does not kill the messenger, maybe. And I'm getting some like kind of like, I don't have it quite right. I don't have it quite right. And they're saying that I'm skewing it more negative than it is. So they're like, well, I don't know what that is. Oh, they're agitated. Okay, the Nine of Swords is something like, it's not bad information. They are agitated to tell someone something. Like they very much want to tell someone something that they have discovered. It is not negative information. It is positive information that it's sort of like, I don't want to hold on to this. I really want to say this to another person. That's what it is. Okay. But I am getting more information about that. All right, so I don't have any questions about our Queen of Coins. I am going to ask some about what this, oh, so it's like, I really want to tell somebody, but I have to keep it under wraps. I have to be strong to keep this to myself. Got it. Okay, right. So let me go ahead and see like what we can get any extra information about that. And if you're wondering why, right? I am working with cards because you'll see me like ask somebody else, because it's like blah, 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 and they'll just tell you. Why, if I can just ask, right, and receive answers like that, do I use tarot at all? Well, I find tarot a helpful prompt for establishing communication, and also it acts as a barrier to whatever is attempting to come through me, because fuck all that, like, I don't know you, I don't care, I don't know you. I don't know you, and the vibe checks are eternal, okay, for the non-human beings, all right? Like, no, like, I don't, like, people will be very, like, to me, people just get very cavalier about, like, channeling and all this stuff. You want to be where? You want to be using my body? No, that, like, that's not happening, okay? And, like, some people are just more comfortable with that than others. And most people, when they're channeling, aren't channeling beings. They're channeling psychic information. They're just tapping into the energy and just bringing the energy straight through without the use of like cards or anything like that. And hey, I like the way cards feel. I like the way they look, and I like using the artwork. Like, I like all of that besides. But also, I happen to know that for a lot of this, like sometimes like I can tell when it's like just an energy, it's the zeitgeist or whatever. When you hear me say I have the intuitive whatever, like I'm saying it's intuition, it's not, something told me. That's like a beat. Like, I'm for the most part talking to people's dead people, like their ancestors. I'm talking to dead people. Or I am talking to fucking non-human beings, okay? And so for me, that's not something that I'm just allowing inside my body. And typically, if you've never been to an actual like voodoo temple, like if you've never been to an actual one, okay, an actual service where part of what they're gonna be doing with the drumming and like, I don't know all the technical terms, but when they're putting the cornmeal on the ground and they're like placing the symbols and everything else, all of that is very, very structured activity for a certain point within the service where they allow walk-ins. And so what this means is for the people who are consenting, because there's a lot of consent on this when you're there, people just think like when you go to one of these services that like stuff's just gonna come into you, and it's like not the case, okay? You have to consent to it. And there are lots of different layers where that consent is happening. And one of them, yes, is being at the service, but you have to be participating in it in a particular way. And there is also a final line of consent that you have to say yes to in order for a being to step into your body temporarily. And all of the stuff that is going on with the drumming and the singing and, you know, the cornmeal, the drawing, they're designating the ritual space, the magical space with whatever methods that they're going to do that. And then only after that point, at a specific point in the service, are the walk-ins happening. And the reason why it's happening that way is because these are typically ancestral beings, like these are people, like, okay, and they are directly tied to that person's, the physical incarnation of the person's lineage. They are accessing that person's body temporarily. And to make sure that like that is all the case and that these are like the true ancestor beings, all of that has to be vetted throughout the ritual so that only certain ones can enter. And also it is a contract stipulating that you are only allowed to access this person's body for a particular period at this particular time, and then you must leave. That's why. Because just because somebody's your ancestor doesn't make them good. There are nefarious ancestors out here, and they will be occupying bodies, girl, non-gender girl. And so that's why I'm saying I will be sticking with my tarot cards, all right? Because no, I don't know all y'all's people. Okay, they can just stand right there and talk to me. Y'all's little teams, y'all's little celestial and alien teams can be right here and talk to me. Nobody's being in my damn body is not happening. I don't care. So anyway, that's why. So let's see what's happening here. They're excited. This is kind of good information. Whoever the Queen of Coins is, they pass the vibe check. They're like, oh yeah, like this person's great. 3 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 10 of Coins. So it's just like, this person's great. I'm like, they would be like, if you bring them over here, they will be a good addition to whatever it is, like whether that's a family or a business or whatever. So that's what that, okay. So that's why that person just really wants to give the message. All right. So, this is the messenger. Okay. I want to, who is this messenger? Like, I'm trying to, like, why I'm asking that because it's going to just tell me about the messenger. And what I want to know is, why is this person doing this activity? Like, why are they doing what they're doing? Because if I just ask, like, who's this messenger? They're going to be like, oh, it's this guy. And it's like, girl. And they have kids and live on Plymouth Street. And it's just like, no. I want to know the reason. Who are they in, like, why are they relevant? Like, why are they doing this? Who's the, like, how do they, what's the connection? Girl, they're not telling me. A secret. This ooh. It's a big deal. The World High Priestess, Seven of Swords. If this isn't secret information, what this person's looking for, but the thing is the Queen of Coins, like if it was the Queen of Cups we were talking about, I would be more inclined to say what I'm about to say, which is like this person is looking for like some type of like seer or something, some type of like someone who's very, very good at like seeing world events and like strategizing around them. It's not that like I'm saying if it was the Queen of Cups over there, I would be like, or even the Queen of Wands, but it's the Queen of Coins, and I don't really associate the Queen of Coins with seeing. And so this, I'm gonna pull another row. But if it's not someone who's a powerful seer, because this is very like the world with the High Priestess zeitgeist. I can see what's going on. I know the secret workings of the world. I can see all of these forces at play here in the Matrix, bitch. And I can, you know, we can work around that, but you got to know what's going on, or you can't strategize. Okay, you're gonna get screwed up by the doubt. Okay. If it's not that, it's just saying that this person, like I can't know what this person is doing because it will jack something up. I still haven't seen who this person's reporting to, which makes me extremely suspicious because that's my next question. Who's this other person? Because this person is just a messenger that I'm looking at. And if that's not forces involved with that, so what I'm looking for is like, we, the forces, are saying you can't see this because it will affect the outcome. If it's not that, then that means whoever this other person is, I have questions about that person, because what that means is they're a practitioner, and they're blocking me, and I don't like that. Girl, now I am suspicious. I am so suspicious because it is more the latter than the former, girl. Look at this. 8 of Cups, the Hermit, and the Devil. So we got somebody spying for the fighting devil out here, and what I'm saying is it's not like bad, but that's typically like big dick shit, okay? Big dick earthly shit is happening here, and the person who is actually looking through this fucking minion is being represented by the Hermit Devil. And because you can see the messenger, here's the minion's coming back over here to the master. And so that's why I'm like, who's over there? Those are my next questions. All right, so I kind of don't know why this is going on. I'm just saying the people who are involved here, who's this bitch? I just got the no on it. That I'm looking anyway, and I want to know why. All right, on this person, girl. Ooh, girl. Whoever that Queen of Coins is, there is some truth to what I'm saying, that they're like, so they're also some kind of, they might not even know, girl. That Queen of Coins might not know that they have like big dick magical ability. I don't know. That might be part of the reason why they're gatekeeping themselves and like, no, other people can't come over here because not only do I have all this shit, But they want to know, they're looking at this Queen of Coins because I said at the beginning of the read, they're looking at them because they're like, if this is a practitioner, are they using their magic to manifest their luxury? Potentially that's a yes. Like whoever that Queen of Coins is, they are a magical person, because look at this, the Tower, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups. This person is being vibe checked by another practitioner. By another practitioner who is the Hermit Devil, okay? Because they're just like, ooh, this person, like, what they're saying essentially about that Queen of Coins is that they're like a witch or like a wizard or something, okay? And they can I can see over there that this person can fuck shit up if they really wanted to, but they're not. They're not fucking shit up. They're just over there protecting their peace, which I guess to another practitioner, if they can recognize that, that would be something valuable. And so if they're over there, like not with a group, like this person might try to annex them in the neighborhood, girl. Okay, so like, can we get more information on this person's particular agenda? Because it's not going to tell me about what I cannot see, what is being blocked is specific information about who this Hermit Devil is. That's what I can't see. That's what's being blocked, and it is this person who is doing, if it's the Hermit Devil, it is this person that's doing the blocking, because the Hermit is secret, but they are also wise. So if we had, right, if we had the combination was actually the King of Wands Devil, that's going to be someone who's going to end up getting into a lot more trouble, because they're going to be a lot more public with their shit and getting themselves into embarrassing situations, because they're walking around like showing it everywhere and just doing magic every which way, and like maybe being vocal about it as well. The Hermit is like the King of Wands, except they are tempered by experience and potentially also age. But it's really just wisdom. So you can have a young person in that position, but they already have an understanding. And so whoever this devil person is, they know enough, or like they very much know, like, yeah, like when you have a lot of power like that, you don't just go like talking about it or waving it around and like doing things like the top, like you don't do that. Or like, it's not so much you don't, but it tends to cause more problems than is inefficient. You're gonna think it's efficient to start with, it's actually not. It's gonna cause you way more problems to deal with on the back end. There's like a better way. The more efficient way is typically the quieter way, is what I'm saying. And oddly, so oddly, the least magical way. It's like once you become like big dick magic person, you're just like, oh, like you're not doing it. You're not doing it at all. You just kind of understand how it operates for the most part. And you're being really, really strategic about when you're operating magically. Like that's so weird, but it's true. It's like the more magical you get, the least magical. Like you're just like, we're boring. Like we don't do anything. Like girl, like it is so boring. And so this person knows that. All right, so anyway, let's find out like if we can get any more about this person's agenda now that I've popped off about all this stuff. Girl, the Emperor. I knew it. Like I was just like, there is a bigger player on this board that we're not seeing. And there they are. Hermit, Devil, Emperor. And yeah, if that's a practitioner, they're going to be able to conceal stuff. They want to do. So this person wants this other person for some reason. Whoever the queen is, they want that queen. Seven of Cups. They might be able to offer them a lot of things. What's this Seven of Cups? It's like, ooh, let me tell you about, ooh. Oh, it's the Two of Cups. So what I would imagine, because I'm going to start wrapping this, I don't want the read to be too long. With the Two of Cups here, both what this person, what our Emperor, Hermit, Devil kind of wants, and what they would be offering the other person, is a lot of different things. Like this relationship or whatever could look a lot of different ways. And they would be wanting that for themselves, but also offering it to the other person because they just think that they would work really well with this person. And like I'm saying, it's in a number, our relationship can go a number of different ways. Like it could go romantic, it could go platonic, it could go business, it could go creative, it could be magical platonic, like it could be magical romantic. Like that's what this person sees, and they are open. So even though that this is an emperor, because emperors can be like kind of myopic, this is actually a fairly open person. Well, that is also very emperor-like as well, though. Like once you're at the top of something, things don't have to be a specific way anymore, unless you're a very specific type of person. So the emperor, hermit, devil does not need the other person to fit a specific role. They can have that. Like, so like this person is open to like a romantic thing, like with this other, but if that other person isn't open to that, they're not gonna like just throw away the relationship, because they can have a romantic, if they really want a romantic relationship, they can just have that elsewhere. Like that's what I'm talking about when this person doesn't have to have it this specific way. It's because they can have that way in a completely other arena. Like that need can be satisfied elsewhere. So like that's all that I need by this person. And yeah, that typically comes with like this person does have some kind of like, obviously like the devil, emperor, hermit, this person's powerful and hidden, girl, but they're revealing themselves like to this other person, potentially, now that they've been vibe checked. Okay, so I don't know, to me here's something that I do want to know. All right, why is this person, it's mainly just the devil, okay? I want to vibe check that devil, because I mean, I know y'all know that the devil's up, but why are they showing up as the devil? Does it mean they could be a Satanist, girl? Like, I mean, a Luciferian. Not someone who's like using Satan as like a metaphor for like their political or social activism. I'm talking about someone who actually venerates Satan, okay? Why are they showing up as Satan? Okay. Let me look at this, because it's not what I was expecting at all. But it's kind of true. This person is showing up as the devil because one of Satan's roles or stories or archetypes, archetypal facets, is as the light bringer. Those who opposed God's authority, they opposed the system that was, in their view, for righteous reasons. Something that God was doing was wrong. And so Satan was the one in this particular, because Satan, like, whatever, we'll just stick with Satan, girl, said, like, no, I'm not doing this. Like, you're full of shit. And all these people agree with me. All these people agree with me. And even though the system was mightier than them, they did it anyway. And for this, they were cast down, right? It's like you can no longer be a part of the, if you oppose the system, you can no longer be a part of the system. And so one of Satan's roles is as the father of outcasts, the one who cares for those whom the systems and powers that be have rejected. They will serve as someone who organizes those forces into something that works really well together. They can serve as a type of parental figure. And they can also serve as a leader or someone who provides hope. And it seems like this person is performing all of those roles. So what it is looking like here, I'm gonna try and hold them all up at once. We have the 5 of Coins, the Page of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the 7 of Coins. This is someone who, then it's showing up as a page, right? Because A, this person will be hiding their power level. Okay, they're not showing up as the devil to those in the 5 of Coins. But they are providing hope and leadership and guidance to those who need them. This is just outcast, okay? Outcast by God, because there's a church behind them, right? You are outcast. But not truly outcast by God. It just means like the system, girl. Marginalized people. we are going to lead these people into a place of care and comfort long term. That's why this person's showing up as Satan, okay? And that's why we kind of vibe check these things. So really, our emperor devil is like Esmeralda in Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, right? God help the outcasts, or nobody will. And so this person, with whatever power they have, that's how they're choosing to use it. And that's why they would want to know why that Queen of Coins, like, how is this person using their money and their power? This is, okay, it all makes sense, girl, non-gender girl. It all makes sense now. And so that's why this person is sort of wanting to see, like, would this person work well with me? The answer seems to be yes. So let's go ahead and get the final advice outcome. Is there some sort of problem? There's some sort of disturbance. Oh, I don't know if this is talking about me or if this is talking about y'all. It might be talking about us both. Whatever's going on right now, it is attempting to be hidden from you and from me, okay? Because I was getting, this is what's flanking this middle card, and they told me to leave this like this. It's the Four of Swords in reverse, and then we have this Five of Wands and the Four of Coins. It's just like problem. It's like when forces like this start moving, it's like they can't really hide themselves, but they can cloak specifics, right? It's sort of like there's something big moving over there, and it's just like, you can't hide that. You can't hide that you're doing that. Like, it's gonna make a disturbance in the energy, but they're like sitting there like the predator, right? Like with the, you know how like when the predator cloaks themselves, it's like you can still see them, like they, especially when they start moving, girl, because it's like, the predator cloak, like once they start walking through the woods, you can still see their outline, and it's just like, that's what this person is doing. They're like, dun, 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 but like they can't hide themselves from people who can read the energy. So it's like, whatever this is and whatever is going on, it's showing up because that person cannot hide that they're moving, okay? And they're like super trying though. They're super trying, and so that's what's coming out in the, because they don't want me reporting on the outcome. I'll try and like pull it, but that could be what that is. Like, I'm not going to get you a very, very good final advice outcome because this person's all like weird and cloaked, okay? I'm here cloaked for a good reason. Okay, well, we'll trust them. They kind of have passed the vibe check, so maybe we can give them the benefit of the doubt. You know how I hate, you know how I want to say a Miranda Priestley thing, but it's like, I don't know the exact quote. It's like, you know how I love that, or something, giving people the benefit of the doubt. You know how I feel about that. It's a good thing, but it is actually kind of, the forces are backing up that we should be, like, whoever I'm talking about and whoever this is affecting, we should be giving this person the benefit of the doubt. God is kind of backing them up, okay? He's like, well, why would God back up the devil? Because God created the devil, bitch. It's like, these are, everybody who knows what I'm talking about is going to know what I'm talking about and why God, like, literally has no fucking problem with the devil, okay? Like, no problem whatsoever, even with, like, the whole, like, war in heaven metaphor. That is a real thing, but it's meant to be there for a particular, like, alchemical purpose that humanity is supposed to fucking fulfill, and it's just like, we just can't get it together. We cannot get it together to perform the great work, bitch, like, not even on the microcosm, Jesus Christ. So anyway, we're giving this person the benefit of the doubt because they are here in friendship, generosity, and giving for all beings, okay, including whoever it is that they want to talk to. And then God and the forces and the hierarchies are saying, like, we can't really talk about this. It's that person cloaking it, but it's also kind of being backed up by, you know, the structured forces in saying that, like, yes, just give it the benefit of the doubt, trust whatever is going on, and probably you're going to, if this is something that will be affecting you and materializing in your life, which you would friggin' know, it's going to be something that ends up being not only for your good, but once you get to know this person probably a bit better, you're going to see how it would also be for the greater good. I had to come back because I just remembered what the Miranda Priestley thing is. It's, you know how that thrills me. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Giving people the benefit of the doubt. You know how that thrills me. Like, no.